And we're live. Bless the people at the start with that cough.
Yeah, bruh.
Alright, I'm gonna put that music in the background. See what I need to do to it. But 1 second. I don't think it's working. Maybe it is. I think so, but it's so loud.
Bro, why is it so cold?
No clue on that one. Alright, music maybe another day. Just because that is...
It says it's supposed to snow starting 1 a.m., skip to 3 to 6, and then rain. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what it's doing.
It says there's flurries right now in Charlotte. On one thing, and then on the other thing, the exact same, like, it says Charlotte, it just says cloudy. Freezing rain there, apparently, and it's supposed to snow up till 5 a.m. Let's see, in Kentucky, at one point, it said in Kentucky it's supposed to snow every single day for the next like week and a half. Now it says Monday, Thursday, and Friday is supposed to snow, and then Saturday, Sunday is gonna be sunny, but the rest of the days are going like cloudy. And don't ask why I keep Richmond on this thing. We'll check outside, see what it look like.
I'm also trying to fix your audio, so the more you talk, the greater it's helping me. Because you're kinda low, and I'm trying to fix that. I think I got it. I'm not sure.
Bro, it's
Hello?
lying. Ain't nothing in there.
Oh.
It's just fucking emptiness. It's like looking into abyss.
Hello?
Huh?
I think I got it.
Okay.
I was trying to fix your audio because you were really quiet.
Okay.
And so I'll need to fix that even more when I do, but I guess anyone watching, welcome back. I think it's just me, but anyone want to say hi before I fix tomorrow? But yeah. Did you work today? Or were you off today?
No, I'm off tomorrow.
Do you work Valentine's Day? Or
Nope.
yeah,
I'm off Sundays.
see, I gotta work on Valentine's Day.
I'm always off on Sundays.
See, I was for a while, but I don't know. She's just started giving me more and more hours just as she needs it, I guess. And so, like, she was like, yeah, Sunday, are you okay working like an evening shift? And I was like, yeah, sure. And she was like, dope. You guys should be pretty slow. But of course, when she says that, it means we're gonna have like the busiest day we've had in the longest time ever.
Bro, honestly, like, fucking Walmart has been slow recently. It's surprising. Although the amount of stupid people that come in is pretty alarming.
Welcome to working in retail.
Bro, I've been working in retail
Not as long as me, haven't you?
here. Collectively, actually, no, collectively over a year.
Okay, so I've been working about triple the amount of time you have in retail.
Well, yeah, because the first. Well, I started before you did. Actually, no, you started before I did.
Yeah,
Because you started at Lowe's.
Yeah, I started at Lowe's in 2017, summer 2017.
I started Walmart 2018, February 2018, and then quit in quit June, and then came back the following year in June and quit September, and then came back September this year, and I'm still running, or last year, and then I'm still running. Yeah, you know what's fucking hilarious?
What?
Started February, left in June. Started June, left in September. Started September. Actually, no, this time I started in August. Oh, I broke the pattern. Shit.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you started before September of this past year. I thought
I started September, but no, I started August.
I would say because we've had more stories, and I feel like we should have been able to have since September. And I was gonna say, if it's only been since September, man, y'all got some dumbass people down there that go to Walmart.
Bruh, every single day. What you mean?
I mean, I can't say it's any different at Family Dollar. Oh, I hate dealing with just absolutely moronic people.
So what gets me is shit, I gotta fucking look at this. I'll give him a second. Gotta make sure that this is a-okay.
I'm just trying to farm wheat as quick as it grows. I need to finish up that wheat circle.
Bro, this shit looks pretty nice, not gonna lie. From the backside where like it has more of a base.
You like looking at the backside?
Yeah, yeah. You already know. Bro, yesterday me and Girk, after you left, me and Girk were building that puzzle.
He sent me a picture.
Yeah, dude, I was I was the man with the plan. I was focused on the ass, bro. I put like the first few pieces of the ass together.
And
I was like, I already found my calling.
For context on anyone that watches this, they were doing an actual puzzle. Like, not like an in-game puzzle of something through Tabletop Simulator. Not sponsored. Wish
Oh,
I
they ever
was.
want to sponsor
No, exactly.
you. Just kidding.
Why my stream is such a shitty quality? Is it because my phone? Yeah, it's because my phone.
Bro, I don't know what to do with this side though. The area, the corners, or the walls that go slanted is gonna be confusing with the stairs. Shit. Fuck, I'll just use slabs.
I went through the process of making all these hay bales, knowing I'm gonna strip some of them out. I got tons of wheat.
Tons of wheat. Tons of wheat.
Wheat thins.
Got tons of
Were
wheat.
you the one that showed me the wheat thins meme in high school? Where it was
This is like
Brian
the Family
and...
Guy? Yeah, I think it was me, yeah. Oh shit. Fucking hiccup, dude. Oh
Jesus,
man, I
that
feel
was...
another one. Feel another one coming.
That was funny as shit. Because it was just out of nowhere. It sounded like it hurt you physically.
No, not really. Just fucking loud piss. Yeah, this one I'm gonna have to do slabs, sadly.
Yeah, okay, this is gonna be the center of that, the big part of the fire. Now I need to... How do you make coarse dirt again? It's cobblestone and dirt?
I have no fucking clue, bro. I never made coarse dirt.
Like, it's one of those, like... I think I'll use it quite often. Well, butter my biscuit and call me Mary. It's not showing me how to make it.
I don't think I'm ever gonna do that. Okay.
I'm gonna pull up the crafting recipe for coarse dirt. Oh, it's gravel. Duh.
Bruh.
I said duh, and you said bruh in the same key. Duh, bruh.
Deborah.
Deborah, listen. No, Linda, not Deborah. Linda,
You're a
listen.
Linda.
Listen, Linda. Linda, listen. Linda, listen. Listen, Linda. Have you ever seen that meme?
Think so.
I've met too many people that are like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you really don't know the Linda listen meme?
Oh yeah, I sent you something earlier that I wanted to fucking listen to. Because I was at work, so I didn't want to turn my audio on. Sent you a lot of shit earlier, I realized.
That's usual though. You send me a lot of stuff throughout the day. Not that it's a bad thing, because I enjoy going through and looking at some of it. The fuck was that?
It's a cat, bro. Stuck on a fence. Oh shit.
Okay, we got that placed. I guess that's just...
Bro, the last one that I sent you is a dude riding. I was at like a cart. He was riding a cart. He slips on ice, lands on his ass, proceeds to slide down the hill. The cart slides into a cop car, and the dude just goes flying past it. And the cop gets out like, what the fuck is going on? It's just like a bunch of people screaming around him.
I meant to send you a clip of oh, it was a clip. Oh, I just heard a message ding and I don't have it pulled out. Oh God. Oh Lord. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce that at all. But hello.
Oh,
Flurm? They're on the server.
Flurm the worm. Oh,
The Psyflurm.
what's up, Flurm? Or yeah, Flurm. Flurm that worm.
But hello. I really, it's just going to be some melancholy stuff, so unless you really just want to watch me run around my world in circles trying to think of what to do next, it's more an audio thing. Letting you know. You can ask Prim, who's the one, well, Stray Street kills in game, but here, I call him Prim, just because that's what I've called him my whole life.
Well, since you've known me, not my whole life.
Well, not your whole life, but I knew you back in, like, 2nd grade. I called you Prim back then.
Yeah, but like that was different.
Because I called you pretty by your name back then, that's different than now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need a shit ton of sticks and a shit ton of coal. But before that, I'm gonna build a thing around it.
I mean the game sticks.
What? Yo, I thought of something. If I really wanted to, I could probably mod into Tabletop Simulator. That would be hilarious as shit to play with Gert.
What?
Wait, did you ever play the game where like you put a bunch of sticks in this plastic tube and then you dumped marbles on top of that and you were trying to pull out sticks and have the least amount of marbles in your hand?
No.
Well, man, your childhood sucked.
I mean, considering the fact that you had a similar childhood.
Yeah, but I played the marble stick game.
Okay. And
I don't
did you
know.
play Operation?
Fuck yeah.
Oh. What about Mousetrap?
Bro, like that was the first board game I have memories of playing because my aunt had like the original one from the 80s. And every time like I would go to my grandparents and like she would show up for whatever reason, like she would pull it out of the closet and she'd be like, "Yo, let's play this," because I never had anyone to play with as a kid to play or, like to play that game specifically. And oh boy, was it a pain in the ass to set up.
I think me and my sister just broke it, so we just fucking randomly did shit with the thing.
I found it at a yard sale and have like the full game unbroken in my closet somewhere.
I know, but like me and my like, so my cousins, they gave us like a fuck ton of games because they stopped playing it. They stopped playing board games
Pretty
after
much, yeah.
it. So like they just gave us a lot of their shit, and so like I didn't know, me and my sister didn't know how to do half of this shit. So like whenever you set up like mousetrap shit, I would just like mash shit until it just worked. And so half of like the board was torn up and shit, but we still managed to get it to work. Semi well.
Also, the random, yeah, I agree, that was in the middle of that was Kara that plays on here. She was like, "You spent more time setting up the stream than playing the game so far." Yeah, that's a fair assessment. I get a shit ton of coal so I can make all these campfires. Oh, I thought you meant the game. It's fair for that too, because I did spend a lot of time setting up the call, or not setting up the call, but setting up the stream than playing so far. But yeah, Mousetrap is a lot more setup than it's worth. Like playing the actual game, but boy is that shit fun. Oh no, it's logs. Fuck, why do I need so much wood for all the shit that I do?
I don't know.
Let's see how many 64 gets me. And I'm gonna need a lot more than 64, but... Yo, by the way, the piglins, I learned another thing they're afraid of.
What?
Campfires.
Huh. Why? They live in a freaking place full of them.
No clue, but like, you can place them along your road or like in the floor of your world. And they'll avoid it even if you put them out, and so people place them in the floor on their road in the nether, put them out, and it'll give you like a radius around your road that they just will not come in. Also, fuck me, I need more wood. That's been the thing on this world that I ran out of the most, is fucking wood.
See, I have a shit ton of oak. I just never have like spruce or anything of those.
And see, mine's always like, I've just defaulted to spruce. Because I can get so much spruce so quickly.
It's a mighty fine voice crack you got there.
Yeet. It's like I'm almost prepubescent.
You're almost 15 again.
I don't know if you can see this from your castle, but I may have went overboard with how big this thing's gonna be.
Well, considering the fact that there's a wall in front of my face, I'm pretty sure there's a very limited amount of options I have here to see anything actually.
I mean, fair enough, but like I've decided to make this massive campfire to be the start of my like camp style base. And yeah, it's just, I'm gonna come steal coal from you because I don't want to mine more coal. And I did mine all of yours.
Technically, you just refined it.
What was what I say? I mined all of yours.
You refined it. I mined it. You multiplied it, if you will.
Also stealing some of your sticks. But no, that may be what I stream on Sunday, since I said I'm not going to stream tomorrow, is like tearing down some more forest. But no, not even. How's my 2 viewers' day going?
I thought you said one of them was a bot.
Well, no, like I've got Kara and I'm gonna always have to look Flurm, because right now it says I have 3 viewers. No complaints. Hey, that's good. As long as we can't complain about the day, that means it's a good day in my book. Especially after how bad 2020 was, there was always something to complain about. Oh, good lord. It may need a little more staggering, but we can get to that as we go. But yeah, gotta massive campfire that'll probably end up changing 18 times before I'm happy with it. Me and Prim talked about this earlier today, but we will rehash the whole story since it's never been told on camera. If you guys want to hear about my first awkward girlfriend in high school, it's a very interesting story that takes, I want to say, twists and turns, but not twists and turns. It was very evident from the start, but I wanted to deny red flags because I was like, oh shit, I have a girlfriend. As Prim can attest.
Yeah, more or less something else died in that relationship.
My dignity.
Yep.
Like, I was completely happy in that awful relationship, and I don't know why.
I don't either. I mean, it was better. It was better than the other one. The one that you broke up with 5 times.
I mean, depends on your definition of better, but yeah, it was a little bit better. Better in the sense that, like, I don't know.
Bruh. Second one, you were like whipped to the teeth.
Well, yeah, but it was because I was 18, I was having sex, I was happy. Like, there was nothing wrong with the world to me when that was happening.
Bruh, you stop playing games. Everything's wrong with the world when you do that.
Eh. You got a point.
Yeah.
I'll have to come look at how you did your, like, wall brackets. So, I mean, I guess as long as Prim's okay going over this story again for, like, the 3rd time in the last little bit since we explained it to one of our other friends, do you guys want to hear about this awful relationship?
More
I
like
guess
5,000 times.
No, we didn't have to tell Gert 5,000 times.
We've said this story 5,000 times to 5,000 different people.
Pretty much, yeah. But if we have it once on video, if someone wants to know, I'm just going to direct them to this stream. But yeah, if you guys want to hear it, let me know. Because I will be more than happy to rant about this shit. And I may be out of viewers again. No, I still got 2. The most I've had in a while.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Hey,
Or
as
just
long as I
sad.
got it, as long as I got any viewers, like, I'm happy. I get to interact with people. That's honestly the reason I keep coming back to streaming, because, like, I've had a lot of people tell me that, like, yeah, I tried streaming, but I didn't get any views, and so I just stopped trying altogether, and it's like, see, I don't care about necessarily always having 100 viewers. It'd be nice, but same time, something for me to do, something I enjoy doing. I also feel like one of those viewers is Gurk, because Gurk seems to apparently now always watch my stream. Okay, when I'm out of build inspiration, honestly, I'll go look at whatever Stray's doing. But if it's just me playing in like a single player world, I just kind of look for something that I've been needing. So like what I'm currently building a wall on right now is a creeper farm. Shit, I just lost that block. I go through rockets like nobody's business, and so I was like, yeah, it might be beneficial for me to go and make a creeper farm. And so I went ahead and found a design for it. I've got everything going now, so with as many people that are online at a time, we hit the mob cap really quickly since a lot of people have caves that aren't lit up, and so it's slower than it would be in a single player world, but it produces enough gunpowder I can replace rockets as I do it, especially the more time I spend here at the base. But it's just finding the next thing that's going to make your life easier. And I've had a lot of conversations with people that do play Minecraft pretty often and like never stopped even when it started losing popularity. And the conversation always turns to, well, it's so easy to run out of things to build. And in my opinion, it's really hard to run out of things to build. Because no matter what, there's always something I could build that will improve my quality of life. Whether it be something nice to look at or like something that I can build that'll make my life easier down the road with trying to, like the rockets. I don't have to continue to go buy them from the shopping district. I just turn around and make some while I'm here at my base before I go anywhere. Like, I'll show you Stray's Island, because we found two kind of isolated islands that are close by, so I'm on this one and he's just across the water over here, and the village is our center point that we both work on. But his first idea was to go and build this castle wall, and he's going to build inside of it different buildings and different things to help improve his quality of life, different things that he may need or use often. It'll be his main base. And so actually I'll go to the island that we always go to look at the wall. But puts a lot of detail into it. Also, do you just have stairs alternating like right side up and upside down, and then slabs on the other side of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I can replicate that in a different fashion than yours, so it's different but similar. Also, Kara says, cool build.
Thanks.
Looking at your castle.
Thanks.
Me and Prim have always really meshed well with playing games, because he was always the really good builder. And so, like, didn't you freehand all of this stuff?
Mostly, yeah. I mean,
Yeah. When I say freehand,
I
like,
guess all of it.
you took inspiration but not copying block for block. Like, it's all original design.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And so he's really good at building in that aspect. I'm more of a technical player, so like as you can see over there, I like working with the mechanics of making smoke higher or making farms that are as many blocks as possible per water block. I built this down here, a villager trading hall, so we can get emeralds on one side from a bunch of farmers, We've got 2 that we can turn rotten flesh into to get rid of that since we have a zombie farm. And then a bunch of librarians with 1. Let's see if I get lucky with clicking on the right one that's mending. Yep, I did. We've got 1 mending villager. There's a few that have like efficiency 5, fortune 3, silk touch. These fence posts keep all of the other villagers out so they don't come in, steal a job from one of them. Things like that. I've gotten better at my building. I'll say that, and Prim may disagree. Okay, compared to you, like, my buildings are awful.
I mean, I don't want to say awful.
Not as good as yours.
I don't want to say the mine are that great.
But, like, I made this cow crusher. So you go to this chest, grab wheat, come up here, and you're able to breed them all in this one hole that's full of water. But as they create babies, the mob that has the oldest date attached to it dies off. Which there's got to be more cows in there to breed. Come on, give me a new one. Maybe not. They breed, it kills off the oldest one, and it collects their leather and beef in the chest below, so I can have that coming in a steady flow. Like I said, creeper farm. I've got my storage over there, which the chests have gone invisible, so you can see the redstone behind the chests. I had this set up, this will be gone soon, just because I needed a bunch of wheat to make the hay bales for that center stack of smoke. Yeah, I guess the long-winded answer to your one question, build inspiration for me just comes from what do I need right now, and then kind of make it look nice as you go. Do you have a different way that you get inspiration for builds, Prim?
Just Google shit. If it looks like, okay, cool. I'm just trying to use a design.
See, I'm in the middle ground of that because you remember when that used to be all I used to do. Who was it, Corrales?
Yeah.
I think so. He did a lot of like 16 by 16 house, and I would copy block for block on other servers where I could only claim land that was 20 blocks by 20 blocks, and I would make, you know, this amazing looking house, but none of it was an original design. And it's fairly easy to get called out for that when it's as obvious as I made it. That it was a copied design. Wasn't it like, especially when we used to play on Meepcraft, it was so easy to like get called out because there were 800 people online at any point in time, and I was in one of the biggest towns when I first started playing on there, and people would run by and they'd be like, "Oh, isn't this one of Corrales' houses?" And it's like, yeah. I don't want to say yes, but yes. My storage silos are a product of Riven helping me out because I could not think of a wall design for it at all. And she just said go for that simple, like, randomized stone look. This one, like, I'm taking pointers from Prim to make bracket-looking things.
Bracket-looking things, that's the...
I don't know what to call it. What are the braces?
I just call them rings.
I'm trying to
Onion
think of,
rings.
like, I'd go to one of the biggest like civil engineering colleges in this part of the country. So like I'm trying to think of a technical term because I don't want to make it seem like we don't have world-class leading engineers that come from our school. What is your college known for? Like, I realize.
Taco. Mm.
Well, no, like, I didn't know if you guys are. What some of your biggest programs are. I would assume probably, like,
Outside
business is one of them.
engineering business.
The only reason I'd say business is because the city you're in is one of the biggest banking capitals in the world, I believe. The city I go to is just known as one of the biggest Trump supporting cities in the world.
Huh.
The one Kara goes to is known for forestry, environmental, and engineering. Okay. Not even gonna lie, not sure what forestry entails, but it sounds cool. I mean, that's a Google search away, but you'd be able to explain it to me better than a Google search, probably. I guess that does make sense. I'm over here trying to figure out what forestry's for, and she explained it. Tree farming, really. Oh, now I'm like, I probably should have known that.
I'm pretty sure like a 5-year-old. Forestry. Are we planting trees?
You know, I've got less intelligence than your average 5-year-old. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Went to school with that 5-year-old.
Yeah. I thought it was cool to hide my phone in my shirt pocket and record myself going to my chemistry class so I could get my jacket for YouTube. Okay. She also
But
said,
then you're also talking to the dude that dropped a plunger in the target.
"Dog, I need to get that video and like transfer it over to the new channel." Because like I don't have that phone anymore. But she also simplified it a bit more for me with modern lumberjacks. Makes me think of I think it was Monty Python that had the lumberjack song. I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong in that. Okay, I got a big stone brick. Oh hell yeah, I got that right. That comes from my theater days. You want to talk about difficult? Try to do theater in a really southern part of the country. Which, also, last time I'll ask for it, I swear, if you guys don't want to hear about it, but that is a very good segue into that first girlfriend. Because that's how we met, was theater. And hanging out with her as long as I had been in theater should have been a very big red flag on why I shouldn't have went out with her.
Yeah, you'd think it would be.
You know, but at the same time, it was like I told Girk, it was like a dream come true for a kid like me. Yeah. Not even gonna lie, I'm gonna take that as an excuse to talk about it since you said that, because I think I did more than learning in that experience. She was like, you gotta learn somehow. So met this girl in theater, and I was like, I think she's pretty cute, I'll ask her out. And that was mistake number one. Like, wait,
Well, I mean, you forgot the fact that she had dated 2 of your friends.
I did not consider Wes a friend.
Well, she still was an acquaintance for a decent period of time, and then he dated Rodney, or she dated Rodney.
I was about to say, I did not date Rodney. Oh, God.
I mean, you could have technically.
I'm really glad I did not.
Things could have.
He
Could
comes
have
into
been
Family
different.
Dollar all the time.
I think we're like just saying random shit. Oh man.
When it, like, he comes into Family Dollar all the time, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm here to get my weekly Pokemon cards." And I really want to ask him if he has nothing better to spend his money, because he'll come in and spend like $70 on dollar packs of Pokemon cards.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm like, we're adults. We got better things to spend our money on than this.
Well, I mean, some people that are adults still buy Pokemon cards.
Yeah. I mean, I still buy them, but like, I'll buy a $5 pack on holidays as like my little like funny gift to myself.
I mean, shit, man, you never know. Maybe you'll get that rare, I don't know, whatever yawn, and be able to
Yo,
sell it for $5,000 or some shit. I
that
remember
like,
at one point we were like, "Yo, let's sell these Pokemon cards and make a lot of money."
yeah, it was when we were still in high school, and it was like, yo, let's go make some money selling like random shit from our houses so that we can have like a fancy meal.
Mainly it was yours because I didn't have jack shit.
Yeah.
Because my parents were the parents that were like, "Yeah, you don't, you want that? Alright, we'll get it." They're like, "Ah, you don't need that shit. Fuck off."
My mom was the same way.
So like the only time my mom would actually buy me stuff was whenever I went over to my cousin's place for like a week or so, because my cousins would ask for stuff, and my mom would always give it to them because that would be the only time she sees them once a year. And so then that would be my segue to be like, "Yo, I want this," and she's like, "Fine, get it."
I still remember like when I got my Xbox. I swear I'm gonna get into the story, but like I remember I got my Xbox and I'd maybe had it a few months, and you were like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to talk my parents into getting it." And you just came home one day, and you were like,
Well, you
"Yo,
had you had the 360 for the longest time,
yeah."
and you were going to buy the one, but I think I bought my one before you did.
I think it was about the same time because you got yours on Black Friday, and I got
I got
mine
mine at
for.
I got mine on Thanksgiving Day.
I mean, same thing to me.
The same thing, sir.
Well, I say same thing because Thanksgiving's when the Black Friday sales start.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but
No, it doesn't.
uh,
I think I
nah, like
lost
I
half
legit,
my.
I went to Walmart, like not even like thinking I was gonna get anything. And then I walk in the store, I look at the deals, and I saw that the Xbox was like $50 off. And so I was like, "Hey, Dad, can I get this?" He literally was like, "Sure." Handed me his credit card, and I literally ran around. I didn't even wait in the Xbox line because I thought the line started somewhere else. So I just stood where the vacuums were for about like 30 to 45 minutes. Then realized that the line for like the Xbox was somewhere else. So then I went to stand in the line for the Xbox. And then like one by one everybody just like walked up to the thing and got their Xbox.
No,
But
like
I was honestly not expecting to get one.
mine was like I said, mine was on Christmas. Mine was a hey, what do you want for Christmas? I said an Xbox One, kind of like you said, as a joke, not thinking I was gonna get it. And then Christmas morning, it was like, here you go.
Well, yeah, but you went with your mom and actually bought it with your mom on Black Friday, so
No,
it's
I
not
didn't
really
go
a
get
here
it.
you go.
I
Bro,
had
you
no
told me
idea it
that
was
you
here.
went to go get it. You told me that you went with your mom, you bought it, and then she wrapped it and then kept it on the tree until
No.
Christmas.
That was the 360.
Oh.
She did that with the 360, but not the one.
No, yeah, she did that with the one because I remember I was like, "Yo, I got an Xbox." You were like, "I can't wait to open mine, but I have to wait till Christmas." And so I just started like
Maybe it was.
playing.
No, I've got them
I started
backwards.
playing. I started playing GTA single player, and then once you got onto yours, that's when I started playing multiplayer.
Yeah, that's what it
Since
was.
at the time it wasn't cross compatible for some reason.
It's still not cross compatible,
I think it is now.
is it?
It's cross compatible with I think within like console. So like you can play with somebody that you like Xbox One can play with somebody Xbox 360. I don't know if it's platform crossed, like PC can play with Xbox,
No,
but
if there's any crossplay, it would have to be between generations because Xbox One can't play with 360 because 360 couldn't handle the entity cramming and the underglow mechanics.
yeah, but you can just those are settings that you can turn off. I'm pretty sure this still works. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard of. She asked if we've heard of Minecraft RTX.
Think so.
I've heard of it, but there's no way I could run it.
What is? Isn't that like the extreme biomes?
It's the shaders on crack.
Oh yeah.
Uh, she's okay. I'm gonna read you the messages since you don't have my stream going.
Bruh, I don't want to hear you twice. I already hear you once. I think it's plenty enough.
I mean, I have my stream up on my phone next to me, so you can mute it.
Nah, I think I've
okay,
lived it. I've lived that moment once.
I guess this would be a good topic to talk about too, because she was like, "Have you guys heard of Minecraft RTX? It sounds like a game card money grab to me, or a graphics card. I should have read that before I read that. Graphics card money grab because she has a decent graphics card, but it won't let her install it." I mean, I could honestly see it being one, just especially during 2020 with every company just absolutely hitting the fucking floor with not being able to make money off of anything anymore. Because all it is a really extreme shaders, from what I've seen from it. Like, it doesn't add anything worthwhile to the game other than, oh, look at how fancy my game looks.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to look at this thing in shaders.
I've thought about downloading shaders so I can look at mine.
Shaders are not compatible with. Oh fuck yeah! I forgot to turn them off. Fucking. You can't have. You can't have your render. Or not render distance. You can't have your like graphics on fabulous. Because
Why?
it doesn't work with fabulous. Apparently.
I would
Jesus
think.
Christ! The fucking sun makes it. Oh god, the sun makes the front of this thing look crazy at this time of day.
She asked what shader you use.
Check options. Filder's Vibrant Shaders.
There you
And
go.
I currently have it on high. Although I've thought about toning it down a bit. Because this particular one does kind of make it a bit into like I don't immediately notice frames dropping or anything like that, but like every now and again if I like go into like a really intense area, my frames will like kind of like hover anywhere from like 20 to 40 frames, and it'll just like dip randomly. But this looks dope as hell in this shaders pack. I honestly can't wait till this whole thing is finished. I don't know if like screen share is gonna I'll stream to you while you're streaming to everybody else. Look at that.
Jeez.
It looks dope as hell. I'm not done with this yet, but once I'm done with this game, because I mean, basically the outside of the walls and towers now are completely finished. Because I finished all the bases. The only thing I haven't done is this whole front section, because I was going to do something separate with those. But now that all the walls are done, I might do like an interior little fencing or something around the walls. But now I can work on the guts of the place. This shit, like, you can tell it's like, it looks so nice, so like, the lighting is more realistic. Although it is a bit brighter than you would think it need to be, but still pretty damn realistic.
See, that's the thing that's always gotten me about like shaders, is I kind of like the simplistic look of Minecraft, and that's why I stay with like Faithful 32 for the texture pack. Just because I want the higher quality on 32 pixels. But I kind of just like the wonky aesthetic you get from Minecraft.
See, I don't mind like the aesthetic from Minecraft. I just want like because this, especially because of this build, like I was like, well, if I'm gonna go with this like legitimate medieval style build and try and do like a castle and all that and like, you know, all this shit, I want to make it feel the part too. Like I want the graphics to actually make it feel the part. And so then I was like, well, shit, I have a computer that can literally handle any and everything I could throw at it. And so, fuck, why not shaders? Plus, I like the water.
See, I think that's the main reason I would do shaders, is the way water would look.
It was like, I don't know what to know. Like,
they really do. Like, the details pop better, is what she said. I agree, just because the way sunlight can play off of things with shaders.
Yeah, like with this pack, the sun, it really, like, you could tell, like, earlier on in the Minecraft day, the sun was directly facing the wall in the front here, and because it's moved over, you can see the shadows of the towers kind of bleaching onto the wall, and it just makes it look so fucking clean. Like, that's why I like shaders, because it literally makes a game like fucking, like, the base game like Minecraft turn into like Fallout or GTA, you know, where you have those shadows, where you have those like little parts that you don't normally get on a game like this, that you get on more graphics intensive game.
She's asking you to share pictures of your castle with shaders on the build Discord.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. There's gonna be a cat in the middle of the way. Where's my...
Speaking of cat, I've got one behind me, and every now and again I'll catch him wheezing.
What's a button again for in-game capture?
F2.
Whoops, that did not mean to do that. to...
She did say to make sure you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, I don't care.
He's like me. Oh, who just flew past? Someone just flew near me.
Probably me.
Did you fly
Unless if
over
you're
me?
at your island, then no, that's not me. But if you're not at your island, then probably definitely me.
No, I'm on my island. I don't know who it is because I hear them.
Okay, that's not me then.
I hear them, but they're not interacting with me. And so...
I'm just gonna take a bunch of screenshots and do like a fucking picture dump.
I'm like, oh god. Like it's... Oh shit. It's legitimately giving me a... Oh, I'm hearing your stream. That's what it... Because I'm over here like, no, don't hurt me.
Oh, that's probably what it is. Oh shit.
Oh, that was funny because I'm... Like I said, I'm legitimately standing over here like, don't hurt me.
It's like you're swatting an imaginary fly. Alright. Now I need to go get some more freaking rockets. Yeah, see, and it gets really laggy when I get, like, it gets somewhat laggy whenever I get back to, like, the main town. I don't know how it's gonna hold up once the entire build itself is finished, but this shit's gonna be insane.
I mean, even if it goes into a slideshow mode.
Alright, I need to go... Screenshots.
I was about to say, just let us know too whenever it's up so she can hear, so she can go check it out.
Where is it? Server stuff. The build and inspo?
Yeah.
Can I just do like a dump of like a bunch of pictures? Oh, okay, yeah, seems I can.
I think if you don't have Discord Nitro, I think it's a maximum of like 10 pictures at a time.
Okay.
Every now and then I think about getting Discord Nitro, but then I'm like, when would I use that?
Alright, they are up.
Okay, so those pictures are up for you, Kara.
Lighting on some of the sides are a bit off, but... Yeah, the front, also the front. I don't know the front yet. It just looks like a bridge going from the tower to the next tower.
The backlit ones.
Yeah. The last two especially.
Yeah.
Second one is fire though. That lighting. Honestly, that lighting makes it look like a Mario Kart game. Or like a Mario game, not a Mario Kart game, but... Like, you know those old 2D Mario games that you get like on the Playboy? God damn it, Game Boy.
Playboy? On you get on the Playboy.
I made that mistake earlier. Game Boy.
Yeah.
Where it's like the 2D, like the brick. That's what the second picture reminds me of. But I mean, I just want this freaking thing to be done though, because like once it's finished, I'm gonna be so happy.
See, I've almost got all of this shit placed, and I'm excited on that shit.
I'm like, on a percentage standpoint, I'd say I'm probably about like a 15 to 20% done with this entire build. I have ages to go. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the inside now once I do the gates.
See, you know me, all of mine, it's quicker for me to build all of my stuff. But then, like, I've got a whole other project coming up right after. I'm gonna have to Google that because I will say neither of us are anime watchers.
Yeah, I have a shit ton of friends that love anime, but like I don't know, I can't seem to get into it as much.
There's some of them I really can't. Oh, it's a video game. I feel like a dumbass now.
What?
Nino Cure or Nino Kuno or Nino Kuni or Greedfall.
I've never heard of that.
I'm looking it up. It does kind of look like what you've made.
Wait, really?
Yeah. More the Nino Kuni than anything, in my
Let me
opinion.
see. How do you spell that?
Ni space No space Kuni. And then I just went to images. Yo, fucking, you know I told you I ordered that game off of Amazon and it wasn't supposed to be here until like March 7th.
Yeah.
It came today.
Wait, which image are you looking at?
Right now I'm looking at Greedfall, but I can go back. Should be the 5th picture. For me it's second row, first picture, where it's the two presumably protagonists and they're looking over the main town.
Huh.
But
I
look at
mean,
that.
I guess that is the kind of the idea that I was trying to go for, but
Kara, do you own it for Switch or PlayStation 3? Because I'm seeing those two box arts on Google Images. Oh, well. I'm gonna go into my question anyway. Do you have a Switch? She owns it for PC, for context on that comment. I was about to say, the game that I just got in the mail, I had to wait for it to come in from Tokyo, and it came earlier than I thought. I know it's on Steam if you wanted to play it. It's really fun and it's nostalgic for me because the last time I played any of that series was middle school. The Dragon Quest series, already got 4 hours into that game and it got here 8 hours ago.
bro, Walmart got 3 more Switches today, or at least there were 3 when I went in, and I was tempted so hard to get it, but well, they closed electronics obviously once I got off, so I couldn't buy it anyways. But at the same time, like $300, that's obviously I do have a 10% savings, so I'd be saving $30. But still, $300 is a pretty decent chunk of change.
See, I'll recommend it every day though. Like,
My sister says she's gonna buy it for me, so I'm just gonna wait till she does.
I mean, fair.
I mean, Like I said, I have the funds for it. That ain't the problem. I just don't want to use those funds.
Well, no, I mean, that's smart. If you're being told someone else is going to get it for you, why would you remove the money from your own account knowing that you were going to get
Yeah.
it without having to pay for it?
Well, I mean, see, the only other thing is like, I don't know, bro. So apparently, minimum wage is getting raised to $15.
Which
Apparently, at
is
some point.
stupid, in my opinion, but
But like right now, I still get paid 11 an hour. If you take tax out, it's 10 an hour. And so, like for me, that's not a whole lot.
I mean, it's
Well, I mean,
not,
I save.
but at the same time, like, the idea of being able to save the money is someone's going to buy it for you anyway. That's the point that I'm getting at.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I recently, I guess every like 2 weeks or so, I go through like $100 just on like gas, food, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find a way to where I can cut down on my expenses. Especially because I just bought that dumbbell set, and I'm looking at getting another one just so I have two.
You know, I said that to
That's
someone at one point where I was like, I need to cut down on my expenses because I'm spending a lot on like gas, and you know what their actual response to me was?
what.
Don't drive.
Well, yeah, but I kind of have to
Yeah,
because
like,
my place of work is like 10 miles away from my house, and I don't want to wake up at 7 in the morning to then walk or run the 10 miles to get there at 5 p.m. So, yeah. Especially because I'd have to go through a highway.
well, see, it's like I could walk to work because it's only like a half mile for me to get to work, but why would I do that if I could drive and I've got to have the car anyway to go to like family? Because I have to drive, 20 minutes to get to my closest family member.
See, I actually have to have a car just because, I mean, I literally can't walk. But I mean, that's a valid point, too. Yeah.
I mean, you could walk.
Like I said, I'm not trying to leave 7 in the morning.
It doesn't take you that long to walk 10 miles.
It does if you're me, because then, like, halfway I just stop and sit down for about 20 minutes. Or, not 20 minutes, 2 hours.
I was about to say, my average mile that I could walk. She said, she was like, I'm gonna say it the exact way she typed it. I don't like getting to work all sweaty.
Well, see, the only problem with that for me is because, my uncle... Basically, everybody in my family owns some sort of a business.
Yeah.
My uncle just happens to own a motel, and he just happens to be like an engineer, so he renovates everything himself.
Yeah.
And I end up being his muscle, so I have to lift shit. I have to like, help him with do shit, and so literally I have like 2 jobs plus
Yeah.
family shit.
I was about to say, you work nights pretty often just to help them.
Well, I wouldn't really consider that because, I mean, even when I'm doing that, I'm just chilling, doing whatever it is I want to do. I'm meaning more of I have 2 jobs because obviously I have Walmart, and then I have to help them with whatever tasks they hand me, like fucking outdoor work or like helping them do some of the rooms, like renovating and all that shit, or like even when I go home, sometimes like my parents would be like, okay, well, we're gonna paint this room and do this, and I'm like, shit. I come home, so I don't have to do anything. And
you
your ass
have
is
to
making
do
me do
stuff.
shit. And then but like I always considered this to be my technical second job, just because I mean, I the amount of labor that I do at Walmart, I do almost the same amount of labor, if not maybe even more. So here, because I'm actually lifting heavier materials and doing a lot more intensive work, because Walmart's just like opening boxes, placing shit on the shelf, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, kind of similar, just because like I'm the man of the house here, and so it's like not, obviously not in the same style that you're saying there, but like I'll go to work, and then when I get home, it's like, hey, I want to rearrange the living room, and I'm like, okay, and so I end up being the main muscle for moving furniture, or if we've gotten a heavy delivery, since we order like cat supplies for our animals online, I have to carry the heavy boxes of stuff inside.
Bruh, have you? So this was like summer. Actually, the summer that we graduated from high school. My parents were renovating their rooms back at home. Have you ever carried a dresser by yourself?
Yes and no.
I had to do that several times. Because we ended up renovating majority of the working rooms back at my parents' place.
Yeah.
And so, and each room had a massive dresser. And nobody else was able to lift that thing apparently but me. So I had to take a hand cart, put it on a hand cart, strap it so that I can actually pull it back to drag it. And then like I ended up using my back to drag it, because like the thing was putting pressure on like my arms and shit. So I had like half the time either I was like pulling it or like I was pushing it, and it was literally like leaning on my chest and shit. This shit's not fun at all. Every single time I had to do that shit, I was like fucking hell, because literally shit was ass. But yeah, no, I'm basically the muscle, because like my uncle was like 65.
She sent
And he has
Rick your
like
back.
I don't know, right? My uncle's like 65. He has a shit ton of health problems. He has like a pacemaker. He has a lot of dietary issues, things like that. So I mean, he can barely do, like, he can't do a whole lot. Plus, my man's a stick, pretty much. So like, if he even tries to lift something, his arms practically could break off. So like, that's why whenever I moved here, I feel like they realized that they had an opportunity to actually use me for their muscle, which was, I don't know, fucking annoying half of the time, but it is what it is, I guess. But like, nah, shit, like you've lifted like tiles and stuff before?
Yeah.
Like the long, like 8-pack of like, worship. Well, I've had to do like, I've had it where I've had to lift like 30 some odd boxes upstairs, and it's fucking hell, dude.
Oh no, I mean that I know, yeah.
Like
That shit sucks.
especially upstairs, bro. Like literally, my legs half the time feel like I'm about to literally just collapse and drop the fucking tiles on my face. Like, freak,
Low
man.
key, I probably would pay for a video of that.
Yeah, fuck you.
And I know.
What if my head got crushed?
I
You
would
see
attend
some
your
brain,
funeral.
like bits of like brain and like you see like an eye rolling around. chunks of hair.
Jeez.
You gotta paint the picture, man. Ugh.
Hardest job she ever did was tree planting. What would even go into that? Like, okay, before I run the risk of sounding like a dumbass again, I understand it's planting trees. But, like, I've thought about planting tree. I tried to plant a tree this past year, and that did not go well. Because I tried to plant a dogwood sapling. And boy, does that thing look pitiful. I need to label my chest because I'm getting better at remembering where this shit is.
I didn't even realize there's so many. I didn't even realize this builds and inspo thing exists. I'm just looking at shit.
Okay, so this explanation is just absolutely flabbergasting to me because I would die inside. So Jesus Christ, okay, Mr. Beast and hashtag tree team. Like, okay, so she when she was tree planting, I'm gonna phrase it a little different than you did. They strap like this belt to you, and they drop you down in like brush where they need to plant trees. And you put about 50 pounds of sapling in this belt and walk around and shove them into the ground.
Jeez.
And she said she would plant about 1,500 a day, and then you go back to your tent, put on three wool sweaters, and collapse in the tent. Oh yeah, because I think I've seen you mention on Discord that you're from Canada. Yeah, part of me wants to go there with everything going on in this country right now, but because we're your neighbors to the south, and we're in the south. I don't know. I consider North Carolina less and less the South every day.
I still consider this South.
I mean, it is the South, but she said, "You sound cool. We'll take you." uh, like the fuck, what's it called? I don't know. The South is just really polarized. Like, I fit the narrative for a typical Southern guy when it comes to like, I like guns and I I vote for policies that most people in the South like. But Jesus, everything that's gone on politically in the last year, I'm like, please don't. Please stop. Like where you mentioned the $50 minimum wage? Like,
15, you mean? 50?
Yeah, 15.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
$50 minimum wage? Dude, that would literally kill our economy.
Well, $15 is gonna kill our economy. Like, we're not
I
set
know,
up for
$50, our economy don't even exist. Everybody just has a piece of slips of paper that mean nothing.
I mean, that's what we're getting to anyway.
Bro, I just wanna fucking leave Walmart. That's all I care about right now.
I mean, shit. Look, seems like soon. Because you've just got to graduate college and then you're done, dog.
Well, yeah, but that's just graduating from college doesn't really mean much. I mean, once you get a job, that's when it means a lot. But you can't even half the time you can't even find jobs, especially now because of COVID and all this bullshit going on.
Yeah. I don't know. We're not set up for the policies that are trying to be passed. I'll just say that. Like, I know in Canada y'all got free healthcare. They want to do that here, but I really don't know how they're going to. Like, we're close to graduating. Like, do you graduate this semester, Prim?
Yeah.
See, I'll have one more semester. Cause
Well, once I get my once I freaking finally declare, then I'll be set. I'm gonna check out to email the dude.
oh yeah, it's gonna kill us when we transition.
From what?
Like when we transition our healthcare, we're talking about free healthcare. Where I brought that up. Just because, like, it really comes down to the older generation that's like, I don't want to pay for somebody else's healthcare. Because it would come out of our taxes. And, like, I work in retail. We both work in retail. But, like, I'm already having to raise prices on stuff because some of the policies that Joe Biden's passed since he got into office. Like, eggs have gone up $1 since he went into office a month ago. And that doesn't sound like much, but...
See, I wouldn't know because I don't eat eggs, so...
Like, I don't even eat a lot of eggs, but... I've noticed the price, because people come in and they're like, why are your eggs so expensive now? And it's like, well, you know, with everything going on politically, we've had to raise the price of most of our common goods because we've got to be able to still hold our bottom line. Well, that's not how it should work. Well, I'm sorry. Do you want the eggs or not? That's how I have to be with some people. Like, they start arguing with me over the price of shit, and I'm like, do you want it? If you do, I'm more than happy to sell it to you.
I just emailed the dude that emailed me earlier about changing my catalog year, asking him how I'm supposed to declare and how I'm supposed to register for graduation. Because usually they'll email me. Like last semester and last year, I got emails for graduation. Like I kept getting emails like, "Oh, register for graduation" and all this. But I mean, obviously, I didn't have enough credits to graduate, so this year it hasn't been that. It hasn't been that later on in the year yet. But I mean,
yeah,
I'd assume you're supposed to get it sometime around now, anyways.
Yeah.
So I just emailed them.
Real quick, because this would be an interesting topic too, that I could touch on personally. Do you mind if I say that message out loud?
What message?
One from Kara in the stream. I assume, but
I mean, I don't know what the message is. I mean, that's the only way I could hear it.
no. That's why I'm asking, because it was kind of more of a personal message. Her second son had birth defects, and so for all the ultrasounds, the obstetrician specialist, an ICU team, full-time labor nurse, MRI, fetal echoes, all that. She didn't pay a single dime for any of that while she was in the hospital.
Dang.
And like, I say I can touch on that personally myself because NICU. I assume the NICU team instead of ICU team. I want to make sure I have that right before I go on. Okay. Cause I was born with not birth defects, but like there was a lot of fluid around my heart when I was born, and like a couple other things, and so they were worried about me. And I think it ended up being like a $50,000 hospital bill between a NICU team, all the different tests that they had to run on me, different things like that, and that all had to come not out of pocket, because insurance, but like I understand how amazing it would be if we could have it, but like I said, there's people that just will not go for it. It really is. That's where I can feel for it being appropriate to have free healthcare, is that people should not have to worry about those kind of things. Because, I mean, when you're in the hospital, that's the last thing that you need to worry about is how you're going to be able to afford to keep someone that you care about alive. But they'll never get rid of private insurance is one of the other things too, because a lot of politicians make a lot of money off of private insurance companies. But I like too how I started this stream thinking that I was going to tell stories about my crazy ex-girlfriend, and it's gotten into like the politics of healthcare in America.
Yep.
It's just how it be sometimes. Alright, Kara, have a good night. I plan on streaming a lot more soon. I've been trying to do a lot of it this week, but tomorrow I will have a day just to try to get OBS running a bit better. But it's good talking to you. Hope you have a good night.
Dinner where to?
I have... But... I'm almost done with my creeper farm. The outside of it, I mean. Because the creeper farm itself has already been finished for a long time. But I will need a few more stone bricks to finish up. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's why I like streaming, for the opportunities like that to talk to people. I'm hoping I get a response on that tweet from that cheese dud dude.
Cheese dude!
Because like I said, he's got quite a few subscribers, but it seems like his active live base is a little bit smaller. And so if there was a way to... Oh, you've got to be shitting me. I'm going to do an upside down stair there, so it's done. Oh, that looks awful, but... Do you want to come look at my creeper farm? It looks absolutely god-awful, but I like it in that fact, too. People must also not be spawning a bunch of mobs because it's dropping a shit ton of creepers right now. We've still got 2 viewers. It says Kara's still in, and then a crazy NZ. Hey, shit. Crazy NZ, glad to have you here. Another TV viewer, glad to have you. And I guess it's just saying Kara's still here. I assume she's probably logged off since she said she was going to and head on to bed. Trying to get rid of this massive wheat field because I don't need it anymore. Also, did you see the new theory that came out for Marvel today?
No.
So you know in Infinity War at the end, Nick Fury also disintegrates and he sees the plane crash.
Yeah.
You want to know another character Nick Fury's played?
Who?
Frozone in The Incredibles. the "Where's my super suit" meme.
Yeah.
He plays that character too, and people are really thinking that they're going to tie that in as one of his alternate dimension personalities.
Bro, honestly, that would make sense. But I don't know how they're gonna do the whole, oh, Nick Fury in space at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home.
That I'm not sure.
But I also want to see how they deal with the whole, oh, Spider-Man's truth is out kind of deal. So
See, I want to know how they're going to do the whole X-Men thing.
I mean, I feel like the X-Men thing could just come with dimensions. Or not dimensions, universe. The universe theory. Multiverse. Because, I
That's
mean,
what most people are saying.
especially because
Big Brother.
Spider-Man is is exploring multiverse apparently in 3.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's happening in 3, then who's to say that that opens up the whole multiverse theory, allowing characters like X-Men to enter the MCU via bridge gap, something, or a bridge gap in that form. Because I
Like,
mean, I've been wanting to see something like that for a while. So I mean, maybe.
well, like, have you seen the WandaVision stuff that's came out?
Nah, not yet.
They
Like I said, I don't have Disney Plus, bruh.
well, no, that's I didn't know if you've seen anything from it online. Is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, everybody's like, oh, spoilers, and like, I don't know if I want to look at the spoilers or if I care enough not to or what. So,
Uh, you know, Pietro dies.
who?
Wanda's brother.
Yeah.
They recast him in WandaVision, but it's the one that plays Pietro in X-Men. And so they're thinking that's the way they're tying it in with the multiverse from WandaVision, is that even though Pietro's dead, there's still a version in another world that's not dead. Also, because I'm about to say something that's spoiler. Well, before I even go about this, do you want the biggest spoiler from today's episode?
Yes. I
Hey,
mean, not really, but.
I'm gonna mute myself just so the spoiler does not go on the internet. Unmute myself. Also, when you get a chance, come look at my creeper thing. I'm proud of this shit. And you'll see my fire that's an absolute monstrosity that needs to be changed. I'm roasting a fish on the fire.
Not gonna lie, the smoke makes it look like a penis.
Nice. But, huh. This is the creeper farm.
You know what you should have done? Made
What?
it to where we can actually kill the creepers.
You can, but the moment you hit them with anything, they can aggro through even like a 2 pixel high gap, which is the smallest gap you can have. They'll aggro and explode. So in theory, you could, if you dropped them 23 blocks to half a heart, and then the final hit that you dealt before they could aggro, they die. But when you couple that with the size that I made, the top platforms wouldn't be producing. They just do anything. I've also started collecting heads. I'm over here now. Got Mumbo's head. I've got Scar's head. I got Zombie Cleo's. Whoever that dude is. This just constantly making bone meal.
Yeah, I'd give you maybe like a C plus on this.
Yeah, I thought the roof was gonna look better, but then I realized at this angle you can't see any of the detailing.
Well, the wall looks weird.
Yeah. But, like I said, I kind of like how weird it looks.
Yes.
I am going to shrink this down because fuck me, this size. And I'll probably get yelled at for the smoke particles if I don't, because it would cause a bunch of lag.
Yeah. I'm gonna go fix my tools real quick.
I think my next venture, which will end up being probably Sunday, and just play something different tomorrow, is making the mumpkin. I mix melon and pumpkin. The melon and pumpkin farm.
Bruh, I just realized somebody sent the message or reply to my thing. uh, cat for scale, because the cat looks really like tiny compared to I guess the actual thing itself. I don't know. And then fucking Riven is like, I need a banana for scale to picture it more accurately. Okay. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, but
It's just her being funny.
I mean, if you think I'm trying to compensate for something, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I guess, depending on who you are.
She has a husband.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, depending on who you are.
Yeah, that's a little more manageable. Swap this out. I'll be coming behind you to fix my tools, I think. I'm not waiting for that long to...
And I might head out once I fix my tools.
I got you. Well, on that, I think I will end my stream, because I've been streaming for 2 hours. That's comfortable. So, alright guys. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you on the next stream on Sunday night. So, peace.